What's up, everyone? This is your stream, Mr. Steven, aka The Legend, and my pronouns are he, him, and his. And welcome to the Steven Factor's Primetime Exclusive. Tonight is Mother's Day, and in this special occasion, we are celebrating about mothers. The ones we've been with and the ones we lost. On this special program, I'm going to interview my best friend and my neighbor, Emma Jayne Seslowsky. Now, Emma is an outstanding songwriter, a wonderful comedian. You listen to her songs from Feel Good Like That, from Morning to Gallery Wall to 3 years later, So Far, So Good, and what else? What else? Um, Connie, and also Square One, and so much more. She made a wonderful platforms to all the fans everywhere. We've been talking about a wonderful topics of May is Mental Awareness Month, and we're going to talk about Pride Month, which is coming next month, and we go also talking about her career at the Future Bright Project, and even the pronouns as well too. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, and I will definitely want you enjoyed it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a special primetime exclusive with my friend Emma Jayne on this very special Mother's Day edition of the Steven Factor. No. Hold on, Stevie. Hold on. Really? Emma Jayne Seslowsky? Seriously, my brother? But what about me, man? What about your buddy here, the Knicks, man? I just came back from the dead over 10 years, man. Come on. Do you have any, do you have any hopes, about what's really happening? My Knicks is going to lose thanks to the Miami Heat. They definitely going to lose. We messed up, man. I definitely going to need your help, my brother. Please, man. Do you have any a chance to bring my life again? I'm becoming a Knicks fan for all my life now, man. Can you give me a suggestions that what I would do in my life? And how about Kim Kardashian? What about her, man? You want to interview Kim Kardashian too as a primetime exclusive? This woman, she is so freaking high. I've been watching Kardashians all my life, and she have a nice body and some big, juicy... No! Okay. I'm going. Bye. Alright, everyone, I'm here with my friend Emma Jayne Seslowsky, and tell me about yourself, man, and make sure you have to use your pronouns.
You got it. My name is Emma. I use she or they pronouns. I live here in the building with Steven.
Yes.
And I'm a singer-songwriter and a teaching artist.
Yes.
At the Future Perfect Project.
Mm.
Which is a non-profit doing free arts programming for queer youth to try to amplify their voices.
I really love what you're doing, man. That's a wonderful, great passion. Tell me about yourself. What is your wonderful experience to become a songwriter, and how you started? To be honest with you.
That's a great question. So I started taking piano lessons when I was very little, and when I was in third grade, wrote I think my first song with my friend Sloan, who's now a singer-songwriter living in Los Angeles and working in the music business.
Yes.
And kept going. Started making YouTube videos, comedy videos, and covers, and then was gifted a ukulele as my 8th grade graduation present.
Mm-hmm.
Wrote my first serious song on the ukulele when I was going into 9th grade and never stopped. And a camp counselor recorded that song for me while we were at camp, and I put it on iTunes, and the rest is history.
Yes, and that was when the day before I met you. But when I look at your YouTube videos, including Jimmy Fallon, I was said to myself, don't tell me I have a neighbor who's actually a celebrity, because I have a celebrity in my building, and it was completely magical because your talent is a wonderful, wonderful gift,
Thank you.
and what you did right there is a pretty amazing about you, and so creative, so competitive than any kind of songwriters. Maybe you were inspired by Taylor Swift.
I used to not listen to her music at all, and then I started dating Lauren, my girlfriend, who's a big fan, and she got me into her songwriting.
Oh wow, I like that. And that's called connecting. That's the most
That's called
important.
connecting.
Yeah, connecting songwriting is the most important thing. You know, some of the songs is actually based on Lauren, like 4 years
That
later.
one was not about Lauren.
Oopsie daisy. So far so good.
That one is not about Lauren.
How about Gallery Wall?
That one is about Lauren.
Okay then, that.
There we go.
I got it. I got it. Man, I wish you're gonna do a song about me someday in the future. I wish I could be on the spotlight. Let's talking about the May melted. The May is Mental Awareness Month.
Mental health awareness month.
Yeah, and I know you have mental issues during the past, and millions of people have mental illness issues, and it really hurts, and people being depressed and obesity, and also
I
people.
wouldn't count obesity as a mental health issue.
I say disability. People have disability, not obesity.
And I would, yeah.
My apologies. Excuse my correction.
You can edit it out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? No, we could keep going because
Okay.
people were gonna do make mistakes. We're gonna do is making mistakes. But yes, what is the simple ways how we could do about this mental awareness month, about this mental issues in your mind?
I think if it is accessible to you, everyone should be in therapy. And
Yes.
there are a lot of low cost or free options
Yes.
online. And I think being open about your mental health is really important. There's a lot of stigma. And if you're someone who is scared of people with mental health issues or doesn't believe they're real, I would encourage you to do some research and talk to the people in your life about mental health because it's very real and it's something that affects the person next to you and you might not even know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in therapy proudly, and I'm also on medication for my mental health proudly, and I'm a big believer in that if that's something you feel you need. We give medication to people for physical ailments, so why should mental be any different?
Mm-hmm. I like that. I really like
That's how I
that.
feel.
Yeah, I know that. I'm very worried about you a couple of months ago about this health scare that you've been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and it was a very scare for me, and especially for all of us. And thank God you are so much better and great competitive. How would this happen? When you get that scare?
I'm not really sure where it came from. You know, COVID affects your immune system, your autoimmune system. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder, and it's something I'm still learning about, autoimmune condition. But it is something I'll have for the rest of my life. It's not treatable, but you can, um, it's something I have to think about every day because my pancreas one day decided to stop producing insulin. So
Mm-hmm.
now I have to, my medicine is insulin. I have to give myself insulin and I have to monitor my blood sugar and make sure to give myself the right amount of insulin for what I eat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. I wear an insulin pump and I wear a glucose monitor and I
Yes.
use that to tell me where my blood sugar's at and
Mm-hmm.
I just keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm. And how's the doctors and everything? It went approved, right?
It went what?
Approved. You check to the doc. You go to the doctor, and check your health and how's everything right now?
It's good. I'll have diabetes for the rest of my life. So
Okay.
you can be as healthy as or unhealthy as you want, but it's something I'll have for the rest of my life. But in terms of management, I'm managing it really well. And I went to the doctor and
Okay.
I went to the eye doctor because type 1 diabetes can affect your eyesight, can affect really everything. But my diabetes doctor, my blood work came back. He's happy with that, so I'm happy with that. I'm taking as good care of it as I can.
Wow. Mm. Well, I hope you could be strong, or should I say, hashtag Emma Strong.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that would be a much even better, and I hope that your health is completely in good shape and continue to your wonderful performance. And speaking of performance, I think you have two performances coming up this month. You have Union Hall with Zach with the Taylor Swift songs, and also you're going back to your old college at
That's
Boston
right.
at BU.
Yeah, I don't know when you're going to be watching this, viewers of the Steven Factor, but I'm playing in Boston May 16th at a venue I used to work at and perform at when I was in college, which is very special in Boston.
Great.
And I'm performing on a Taylor Swift show that my friend Zach is putting together, a Taylor Swift themed show at Union Hall, and I have something special cooked up.
Yes. And how long you get along with Zach?
How long have I known Zach?
Yeah.
I've been friends with Zach since I was 18, and I'm 26 now, so
And y'all
8
guys,
years of friendship.
yeah, and y'all guys doing a very special The Socialite show, which came like almost 2 or 3 months ago. Am I correct? Like, and your show is completely amazing.
Yeah, Zach and I hosted a small variety show called Socialize at an
Yeah.
ice cream shop called The Social. And we used to put it on around once a month or so. And we did that for over a year. And we are not doing it anymore, but we had a lot of fun doing it.
So you guys trying to looking for some new projects?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on an album right now, and I have a bunch of new songs to write, and I'm also working on a solo show about my life with original music. And Zach is always cooking up
Yeah.
exciting stuff.
Your songs of the inner child was so impressive.
Thank you.
When I watched it on the Union Hall, I was dying.
It made you laugh.
Yeah, including some retrospective videos that you never seen it before, and you're pretty cool back there. I like you go to the dentist, get some braces, do that, and I was laughing.
You were laughing?
Yeah.
I used to really like filming everything in my life
Yeah.
with my digital camera when I was like in middle school and high school. And I'm glad I did because it's really funny to look back on.
So when you start on YouTube, when you first started on YouTube,
I think 2009
okay,
or even earlier.
I think you and I are on the same page because I've been started somewhere between 2008 originally, but I stopped like 2 years later due to the copyright issues of the YouTube. But since a year later, I resurrected because YouTube is a parent company of Google now, so I had to re-register it, and I started reposting so many videos from my digital camera. Well, actually, on YouTube days they have Go Animate, but they discontinued like 2 years later. Then I used my old digital camera and upload on a computer, do a little bit of Windows Movie Makers back then.
Nice.
And then when Androids are taking over, I was uploading this, so it's much very easier.
Very nice.
Yeah, so 13 years that the show began, but my name doesn't even announce it. I used to name like Steven 247 TV, and I said to myself, I want to do the show called The Steven Factor, and it's actually based on the O'Reilly Factor from Fox News. So,
Are you a big Fox News fan?
I'm not.
I didn't think so.
I used to watch CNN, but everything is turned out biased about this political world, makes my head spin.
I used to work for CNN.
Get out!
I used to work in their podcast unit
Yes.
when I graduated from college because I studied journalism in college.
And what happened right now?
What do you mean?
You've been starred for journalist for a year, right?
I was working as a journalist out of college, and then I now work at a nonprofit.
Okay, I like that. But that's pretty good. You're a good journalism and talk to people, communicate people what's going on.
I don't know if I was a good journalist, but I enjoyed it for a little bit.
Do you ever meet so many veterans like Blister Wolf or Don Lemon?
No, I didn't really meet anybody. I was on a really small team, and we kind of did our own thing. And yeah.
All right. Let's talking about, the Pride Month is just around the corner. I can't wait. And you've been working on the Future Bright project. And can you tell me about what it's all about and tell me about the pronouns that we could use? Like he, she, or they, or him, his, he, him, and his, and all kind of stuff.
So I'll answer your first question first. I worked for a nonprofit called the Future Perfect Project.
Yes.
And we were co-founded by Celeste Lacine, who co-founded the Trevor Project, which is a life-saving suicide prevention hotline for queer youth. And what we do is we...
Sorry.
You're good. Okay. We do free arts workshops for queer youth. So we go into schools and GSAs, and our mission is to amplify their voices because we believe they're living in a really beautiful, bright future that has yet to arrive, and we kind of want to usher in a new, modern, queer accepting and queer celebrating future. So that's what I do there, and my main thing I do is songwriting workshops where right now we're in the mixing phase of an album written entirely by queer youth, which is really exciting. More info about that at thefutureperfectproject.org. Little plug. Your second question was about, my blood sugar alarm keeps going off because I have low blood sugar right now.
We'll keep rolling anyway.
Okay, well, other diabetics don't do this. You should. Well, we probably got to wrap it up soon. Look, Steven, it's really low.
Oh my goodness. Okay, the pronouns.
Pronouns. So you said what pronouns we can use. The best thing to do is to ask someone what pronouns they use if you feel like it's a safe environment to do that.
Okay.
Especially one-on-one because, the way someone looks, you're not able really to tell what pronouns they use. Like, we have an idea in our head of what a boy might look like or what a girl might look like or what a non-binary person might look like, but we don't know for sure, so that's why it's really good to ask.
Yeah.
Or just use they until you know for sure. That's what I do.
I'll keep my mind to it because some of the words are not we're going to use, and people were trying to say on the news, like people said they could have used the word transgender, or even the NBC News made a mistake about this Jeopardy contestant.
The trans woman who was on Jeopardy?
Close, but they put this a lesbian teacher, and when I read it,
I'm pretty sure she is lesbian.
Yes, and they have so many controversies about that word, and they shouldn't have used like this teacher from Iowa wants $22K something dollars, and I think we need to learn that to change the pronouns to know who they are and change the identity. Am I correct?
I'm trying to understand what you're asking. I think there's a lot of words like lesbian and transgender that people are maybe scared to say because they don't know exactly what they mean, and sometimes they're offensive and sometimes they're not. But
yes,
I think the word lesbian is not offensive and the word transgender is not offensive as long as you're using them with respect to describe someone. They're not words that you should use as insults.
Okay.
And they are words that just describe who somebody is. It's really as simple as that. Some people there's some queer people that are like, I'm a person first and then I'm queer, so, don't say like, it doesn't all have to be about my queerness. And there's other people that are queer that are like, I love it, it's a huge part of me, and when you talk about me, like, that's a part of it.
Yes.
So each person, and this is gay, straight, whatever, each person is going to want to be treated a different way, you know. Not all LGBT people are the same, and so each person is going to have a different preference.
Yes. Now I really understand clearly.
And if you have questions, you can always ask me because we're friends and I'm a trusted person and I won't judge you or get offended because I know you have a good intention. But
Yes.
I wouldn't act like there might be some queer people who don't want to answer your questions, and that's okay too. But you can always ask me.
All right.
No judgment.
All right.
And I hope I can ask you questions without judgment too.
Let's talk about judgment a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go there. And then we gotta take care of the diabetes.
Okay.
The diabetes doesn't rest for anybody.
Yes, I know.
Where is it?
I
can't see it.
I think you have to dim the phone.
Okay. I'll show everyone.
Yeah. Okay, that's
It's
great.
going down, we're yelling timber.
Yes.
As Kesha once said.
Yes. So, what kind of judgment that you want me to say, or like a question?
I was just saying, you can ask me anything about LGBT people and I won't judge you. And you would do the same for me, because that's what friends do.
Okay. You go first and I go second.
I don't have any questions right now.
Okay, I'm a big supporter of LGBTQIA plus community. I'm an ally. I'm very respected. I think this LGBT is about pride and dignity and diversity and respected. And how we're going to continue of this LGBTQ to know who we are and show themselves.
How are we going to continue the pride?
Yes.
I think something that is sad to me is that I didn't learn a lot about I didn't learn any LGBTQ history in college or high school. And so knowing the history would have helped me to have a little bit more pride. And, there's like half of the world that doesn't support LGBTQ people, or more than half. And I think pride is about loving who you are, even knowing that there's people in the world that don't love who you are. It's loving who you are anyway.
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yes. I remember when I grew up watching Barney once, and even that song, "You Are So Special," everyone in his or her own way. And even Lady Gaga sang, "I Was Born This Way." Yeah.
She did say that.
Yeah. And it's all about equal, pride, respect, friendship. And I really love them just the way they are. That's all I can say. Being a nice person is a good thing, to show others and the people that they really love. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna give you a one icebreaker question.
At the very end? Alright.
Yeah.
Let's break the ice.
Describe who Emma Jayne really is.
Oh my gosh, that's not an icebreaker, that's an ice destroyer.
Oh.
That's an intense question.
Oh.
Steven, I'd like to think that who I really am is the person people see most of the time. I'm someone who cares a lot about people.
Yes.
I'm queer. I'm a musician. I make mistakes. I'm a sister. I have diabetes newly. And I'm someone who's trying my best. And I love making people laugh.
Yeah.
And that's who I am. What you see is what you get most of the time.
Yes. I like that. What is your favorite food, to be honest with you?
Sushi.
Oh, okay. Anything else besides sushi?
That's my favorite one of all time. I'll eat anything, but sushi is like my number one.
Okay.
And frozen yogurt for dessert.
Okay.
How about you?
Wait a minute. I love salads and sandwiches every day. I love eating cookies. That's one of my sweets. What else? I like fruits. Fruits is my most important thing. And I love yogurts too, with a little cranberry raisins in.
Yum.
Just for the snack.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and Greek yogurt's pretty good too, so
I agree.
can't complain. So that's the most important,
Love it.
What is your favorite TV character?
That's a really hard one.
Yes.
I mean, if we're talking about cartoons, SpongeBob.
Sorry.
That was a really solid impression. And then I really like the character JD from Scrubs. Scrubs used to be one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I used to watch Scrubs.
I like it.
It used to be on NBC, now they moved to ABC for one final season.
Which is not my favorite season of television, the final season of Scrubs.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion, though.
I know. Okay, honest, if you want to travel over the world, what it would be?
I would go to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Have sushi.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Okay, Emma.
Alright, Steven.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey,
You make me feel so important asking me all these questions, so thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm finally glad to meet you. It's been 2 years. Oh, yes. Doing this interview. I can't wait to show you this. And we will see you next time. So, for Emma and myself, saying todo para la familia, it means everything for the family is in Spanish. And thank you
Todo para la familia?
Yeah, todo para la familia.
Todo para la familia.
Sí, muy bien.
Gracias.
De nada. And thank you for watching Steven Factor. And
subscribe.
Yes, subscribe. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Hello.
Yeah. If you learn more about this channel, click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to see all my latest videos.
Leave a comment.
And
for crying out loud.
Yes, thank you.
Come on.
And like this button as well. I hope Emma Jayne's friends want to see it. This is a primetime exclusive. And for those of you who celebrate Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. And we love you all. You want to spend some time with your mothers and also
your chosen mothers, your chosen family.
Yeah, chosen families. Live for your mother or celebrate your Mother's Day for your loss as well. And we just want to continue this process, and we will continue it on this day. So happy Mother's Day, happy
Pride almost.
Yes. And happy Teacher Appreciation Day.
Steven's a good teacher.
Yes.
And we appreciate him.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I love you all. I love you. Peace. One. Do a little symbol. 1 and a heart. Love. Peace. There you go. 1 love. Peace.
1 love.
Peace. Yes. A new sign language, and I use it every night. That's for the signature phrase, y'all. I love you all. Good night. See ya. Alright, my friends, I'm here with my best friend and my neighbor, Emma Jayne Seslowsky. Now, Emma, just tell me about yourself. Give me your pronouns, because pronouns is a special important thing. And let's do this. Tell me about yourself, my friend.
I'm Emma. I'm Steven's neighbor.
Yes.
I use she or they pronouns.
Yes.
And I'm a singer-songwriter and a teaching artist at a nonprofit